There can only be one winner, and you're looking at him. Let's go.
YouTube, we are going into the grand finals right now, live. If you were to be watching on Twitch, you could have voted with your star chips, which you get just from watching the stream. It is absolutely amazing watching live because you get free gifted subs. You could join the weekly, monthly, and also the largest, most active Discord for events, discussions, and help. Otherwise, you could click join on YouTube to join these events, including 100-player duel rooms. Also, check out the Spicy Win Streak channel in the Discord for non-top tier decks of decks getting win streaks. It is insane. They all think Blue Eyes is going to win. Are they out of their mind? Let's go. Now, Blue Eyes does have a great advantage here of being able to summon a Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. Not sure if he's going to have that turn 1 play, but with the Sage of Blue, he's going to search for an Ancients. Then the Ancients is not going to be sent to the graveyard with a card of Consonance. He's going to use another Sage to send Sage to summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon from the deck. If we want to bring up the breakdown of how these decks are built, objectively, successfully played decks, Tier 1 Blue Eyes, we could see that the Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon can negate the card effects of Fire Kings in the grave. That's a big, big deal. He's not able to make it on the first turn, though. So Liam Poles has the advantage right now because his deck does quite well against Blue Eyes if there isn't a Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon in the field. He could easily wipe that field of double Blue Eyes if we go to the tier list. It is a tier list deck too, tier 3. Fire King, if he can get Garunix in the graveyard by destroying it, which is what he's doing right now, he will summon it during the next standby phase and will wipe out the entire field of monsters. Wow, he's got the setup. Onslaught, summon the Fire King from the deck, destroy the Fire King to search for a Barong. Sets the Barong. Now, why would he set a monster if he knows the whole field's going to be destroyed by the Garunix? He wants it destroyed. By destroying the Garunix, or I should say the Barong, being destroyed by Garunix, it's going to search for a Fire King card during the next standby phase. Come forth Garunix, which could have been negated by the Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon had he been a bit luckier. Wipe the field. Third Sage with Eyes of Blue, searching for a second White Stone of Ancients. There you go. Card of Consonance, discard the Ancients, draw 2. Within the main phase still, he's going to banish the Ancients out of Blue Eyes in the graveyard back to the hand. Ultimate Dragon skill, reveal 2 Blue Eyes. Add a polymerization from outside of the duel. Polymerize using the hand to send 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons to the graveyard. We are going to summon a Twin Burst Dragon, which could perform a double attack onto monsters. Cannot attack a monster, then go in directly. Little Mermaid with the 20 gifted subs. DLM, mine. I hope all is well with you, Little Mermaid. You are amazing. Thank you. During the Muffin with 5 gifted subs live. So many gifted subs and love. Everyone joining the Duel Links Meta Discord, events, discussions, and help. Thank you so much. By taking out the Garunix, it will activate in the graveyard to summon a Fire King from the deck. We have an Arvata. He could have swung into the Arvata if he wanted to, but by taking out the Arvata would have summoned the Garunix from the graveyard back on the field. Barong being destroyed by Garunix last turn, giving it the ability to activate in the graveyard to search for... You would definitely search for Fire King Island if you already didn't have it, because it could search for a Fire King monster from your deck while also destroying a Fire King in your hand or on the field to trigger its effect. Now, the Arvata itself is amazing, because it could destroy a fire monster in your hand or another fire monster on the field to negate any monster effect on the hand, field's grave, or damage step. It won't destroy, though. Searching for a Garunix to fuel the Arvata's negate. Very good play.
My field spell activates.
Or to fuel the field spell. Fuel for the field spell or for the Arvata. Destroy the Garunix, searching for another Fire King card. That Garunix will now be summoned during Yuloska's standby phase, wiping out his Twin Burst Dragon and the Sage. Grabbing a Barong. He can normal summon that Barong. In attack position, Arvata goes. Looks like we're not committing with the Barong. Keeping the Barong in the hand. Going in onto the Sage. 1,800 damage. The Sage would have been destroyed anyway, but now he gets to deal a little bit of damage before it gets destroyed. Now, the Garunix is also going to wipe out his own Arvata. Arvata could do this cool trick, though, where you negate your own Garunix by destroying the Garunix, then the Garunix will come back next turn. But due to the Twin Burst being on the field, I think he will not negate his own Garunix. Wiping out the field, Garunix stays. Arvata being destroyed by your own Garunix will activate to summon another Garunix from the grave. Now, the Garunix you summon from the grave will be destroyed during the end phase, which will activate its effect during the next standby phase, wiping the field, wiping out your own Garunix, creating an infinite loop of Garunix popping Garunix every standby phase, while also wiping out your opponent's entire field. How do you stop this loop? You have to take out one of them by battle. You have to make a Blue-Eye Spirit Dragon to negate their effects in the grave. Otherwise, it's an infinite loop of destroying the field of monsters. How will he break it? Ancients, after drawing 2, he's going to banish it to add a Blue-Eyes White Dragon in the graveyard back to the hand. 2 Pot of Greeds this duel, 2 card Consonants, and it still looks like he's going to lose. Only 4 cards left in the deck. Now there's 19 in the Fire King's deck, but he was playing a 30-card deck. Not committing to the field, so that the Garunix being destroyed coming back will not destroy it. Now, how did the chat vote? They all voted in favor of the Tier 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon deck, 60 to 40. It looks like Fire Kings are absolutely dominating. This is because I did highlight the main reason why. If Blue Eyes cannot summon the Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, they really don't stand a chance against Fire Kings.
What a mistake.
Activating Treacherous Trap Hole, which will destroy both Garunixes. Only activatable if you have no traps in the grave. Now, both Garunixes will be coming back next turn, but this does stop lethal. After a Fire King has been destroyed on the field, we get special summon the Barong, meaning he still has a normal summon to perform a lethal play. Yes, he has that lethal play. Double Barong on the field, 3,600 damage. Does Yuloska play any hand traps, or is that other back row card going to stop an attack? Takes the first one. This is not looking good. Overcoming a Treacherous Trap Hole, triggering the effect of the Barong. Thanks to the Treacherous Trap Hole, he was able to double summon lethal anyway. Good job, Liam Poles. Let's go into game 2. Yuloska going first. Another attempt at a turn 1 Blue-Eye Spirit Dragon to stop the Fire Kings before they get started. It's very important that you try to do it on your first turn, because otherwise they're going to have back row and negates. All right. Onslaught of the Fire Kings, only activatable if your opponent has a monster on the field, which, thanks to the Sage, at 0 attack, is a monster on the field.
Summon a monster in attack position.
Summons a Barong, not an Arvata. Arvata could have negated a hand trap. Surely he has a hand trap. He wouldn't just summon a Sage and end his turn. Thank you so much. Had he had an Arvata and not a Barong, the duel would have been over. It literally would have been done. Arvata would have negated the Sphere Kribo. Oh my Jesus, I can't believe this. Now, he could have a DD Crow to stop that Garunix. I really hope he does, because I want to see this go to game 3. Activating Garunix, being destroyed in the end phase by the effect of your own Onslaught. No DD Crow. No Crow. Okay, Garunix is going to wipe out the field of other monsters, taking out the Barong. Barong will search for a Fire King card during the next standby phase. This is 2 duels in a row where it took him an extra turn to top deck a card of Consonants. Discard the Ancients, draw 2, summon a second Sage, activate to add a second Ancients. And the Ancients in the graveyard will activate to summon a Blue-Eyes White Dragon from the deck. Double card of Consonants. Okay, Yuloska is going to take this to game 3. He has to. Or not. He is not drawing into his alternative White Dragon, nor his Melody. I can't believe it. Double card of Consonants, and he still can't make a Blue-Eye Spirit Dragon. What is going on? He needs a Blue-Eye Spirit Dragon to deal with the Garunix. Otherwise, it's going to keep activating in the graveyard. Now, if he destroyed by battle... Whoa, what the heck did he just do? He just sent his Blue Eyes to the graveyard to summon a Cosmo Brain. Interesting. Now he's going to add the Blue Eyes White Dragon in the graveyard back to the hand. Wow, what a great way to pull a Blue Eyes from the deck and then put it in your hand. He does have an alternative White Dragon. He chose to not make a Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon on purpose. Or he didn't have a Blue Eyes in the hand. Okay, he needed the Blue Eyes in the hand. Wow, with double card constants, he didn't draw Blue Eyes to use with his Alternative White Dragon. That is devastating. Alternative White Dragon's going to destroy the Garunix, which will trigger its effect next turn to summon, wiping out the entire field. The Cosmo Brain will tribute off the Alternative White Dragon that can no longer attack. He's going in for lethal, but a Fire King deck is known for hand traps. There's no way that this is going to be lethal. Oh, we have Necro Valley. There you go, stopping the Garunix. What an explosive follow-up after a turn 1 Summon Sage pass, which could have led to his defeat. White Lightning to the face does not stop the 3,000 damage with the Kiteroid nor a Sphere Kribo. He does activate the Battling Boxer Veil, which will special summon, regain back that 3,000 life, and block the second attack. Now that 3,000 attack triggered his Destiny Draw. With Destiny Draw, he's going to pick up his deck in the draw phase and search for any card. Well, now he could search for an MST. Now he could search for a Cosmic Cyclone. Now he could search for whatever's going to deal with that card, the Necro Valley. I can't believe it. Should he have even attacked? Had he not attacked, he would have not been able to search for an out to the Necro Valley, which is now going to allow his Garunix to come out of the field. Unbelievable. With this toggle on, grabs the MST, uses it in the draw phase, takes out the Necro Valley, and now he summons Garunix. He could have stopped this by literally just not attacking. Wipes out the entire field. Double Blue Eyes White Dragon and a Cosmo Brain just from that Blue Eyes White Dragon attack, triggering the D-Draw. The Barong is also activating, which the Necro Valley was not stopping it from activating to search for an Arvata. Summon the Arvata with an Arvata and a Garunix. Even if he has a Sphere Kribo, Arvata will negate it. Lethal attack, 2-0 victory.
Seems I recreated the...
Good job, Liam Poles, with that 2-0. Fire Kings, holy moly. Yuloska, you're amazing for getting to the grand finals. Liam Poles, you're amazing for winning the grand finals. 5, 4. That was amazing. You enjoyed content like that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's go, let's go. Let's start with the grand finalists, Yuloska and Liam Poles. Let's check out the deck of Yuloska. This is the Blue Eyes deck that got second place. Ultimate Dragons. The non-standard things about this deck is Leveneer. Now, the side deck, Sphere Kribos. Possibly taking out the Cosmo Brains for the Spheres, maybe. Putting in that one Necro Valley, very good. And the DNA Changer. That could be changing the attribute, which could be very good against Water Exceed. Now let's look at the first place winner, Liam Poles. Liam Poles, look at this beauty. Wow. 30 card deck. You see the limits of 3s? 1 Invoker, 1 Veil, 1 Invocation. You can't play any Cosmic Cyclone, so he's playing MST. He's got some Drowning Mirror Forces. Now let's look at the rest of the deck. This is the extra. Maystroke for flippin'. Destruction Protection. With 1 Invoker, you can make 3 Purgatrio. And then we have the side deck. Special Hurricane. Wow. Discard a card, destroy all special summon monsters. If you really dislike a card like Saber Dancer, you may want to consider Special Hurricane. All right, we have Cyber Style. Just 1 Cyber Dragon. Very good. Playing Storm. They're not playing MST to destroy their own overflow. They're using Storm. Storm get poppin'. Blue Eyes. This is with the Ancient Rules. Water deck. 2 Fiendish, 2 Treacherous, triple Book of Money. Not playing Cosmic Cyclone. Interesting. More Treacherous. There you go. Different deck. If there's a trap in the graveyard, the Treacherous can't be activated. So if you Cosmic, they get to use 2 Treacherous. Yamist, you might be turning off both of their treacherouses. All right. Double Gishki Chain. Every time we see this card, people say, why? There's no rituals in this deck. Gishki Chain searches for a ritual in the top 3 cards of your deck. Well, it's a Sea Serpent. It's level 4. It's a water, which means you could additionally summon it with the infantry. And you could exceed with it because it is a 4. So with the Angler and the Gishki Chain, you don't even have to use the skill. But more importantly, put a Diva on top of your deck. If you don't have Diva, you could summon it. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Put a Diva on top. And you're good for next turn. Leveneer. And the Star-Lords. Are you out of your mind? It looks like they have room for a few techs. A lot of people are just tacking in some random cards. DD Crow. Seraph Dark Lords. A random Drowning Mirror Force. Oh my Jesus. Does that steal games? Probably. Chair Lords. You know, it kind of does need a better follow-up, and that does help with follow-up. Okay, very good. Sorry. And Tallarknight D-Draw. D-Draw. They can't play Bounce anymore. At least it's not optimal. Blue Eyes meta. He's playing Karma Cut. Other people dropped it for Treacherous. He is back to Karma Cut. That is fine. A hero deck. 21 card heroes. Water Exceed. Looking quite standard. We got a Buzzsaw Shark, which could summon an Angler from the deck to 1 card Exceed. We have the Anamana Play. Tallarknights. More Tallarknights is different than the other one. He's playing Kiteroid. That's very good. Blue Eyes. Treacherous. Shiranui. Oh my. Triple Skull. Triple Gazuki. With the semi-limits, we have the Solitaire and the Sun Saga. Here you go. Kristrons. Here you go. There's no Synchros in this deck. This is insane. This is Daniel Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Daniel Yu-Gi-Oh is the one playing this. Beautiful deck, lovely. It's a very simple deck. It's not going to be big wham bam thank you ma'am plays of going in for OTK lethals or even making big plays on your opponent's turn. You're just overwhelming your opponent with advantage. Blue Eyes, simple deck. Extra deck. And I think this is the second place deck that we were very happy about. Thank you. How did you get here? What? You're in the top 32? A Dino deck. What the heck? Okay. Dino Lightsworn is in the top 32. So shout out to Kurkodaru for the Dino deck idea. You are crazy, my friend. Good job to you. Doing well with this. That's insane. And you want to know his extra deck? That's the extra deck. Back to Blue Eyes. Okay. And more Star-Lords. Looking quite standard. We have more Leveneer and Star-Lords with Karma Cuts. The Blue Eyes. More standard Blue Eyes. Not much to say about it. More Star-Lords. Not much to say about it besides Leveneer and Drowning. Ooh. Triple Drowning, a more compact version of the Fire King deck. More Blue Eyes. Oh, Blue Eyes everywhere. Jeez, there's so many Blue Eyes. Baggy sleeves. Desperado. Why you have head judging in here? More dragons. Okay. More dragons. Extra deck. And the final deck list, a Fire King deck. That is the full top 32. Hope you enjoyed. I know I did. Thank you very much. Comment, like, subscribe, donate, share link, give it to your grandma, do whatever you want. Thank you so much. Fools.